So today we're going to be painting a door. We just got this door installed and it was pre-primed, so all we have to do now is paint. The first step in painting a door is to tape up all the parts that you don't want to get paint on. For example, the handles and hinges are places you don't want to get paint on. The way we're going to tape up the handles and lock is by wrapping the tape nicely around the handle and then taking the excess tape that's hanging off and covering up the non-covered areas with them. Okay, so now that we've taped up the handle and the lock, we can start taping the hardware on the side of the door, for example, the deadbolt. The way that we tape these parts is by laying a piece of tape over the area, then taking a knife and carving out the outline of the hardware. Then we can peel off the excess tape and be left with a perfectly covered piece of hardware. We will also be taping a piece of cardboard on the floor to prevent getting any paint on it. We recommend using blue tape to tape the piece of cardboard on the floor because in our experience, the white and green tapes can pull the stain off certain hardwoods. The first thing in the process of painting a door is to start painting the panels. We will paint the inlets of the panels with a brush nice and slowly to prevent any stroke marks, and then come back after with a microfiber roller to paint the face of the panels. Now that we've finished painting the panels on the door, we can start painting the rest of it. For this, we'll just be using the same roller to spread the paint around. Try not to use too much paint at once because it can cause strip marks. You can always come back for a second coat. Finally, for the side of the door, we used both the roller and the brush. The roller was used for getting most of the paint onto the door, and the brush was used for touch-ups or for getting the places that the roller couldn't reach. After this, we went ahead and painted the back side of the door, which was the exact same process as the front. So now that we're done painting the door, it's time to let it dry. Let the door dry at least 12 hours before removing the tape. Once the tape is removed, you should end up with a perfectly painted door. Our door matched up exactly with the trim that was next to it and it looked great. Our texture was a tiny bit off, but it was barely noticeable. Overall, our door turned out great.